do you think it's taken so long, and this is for the three of you, to have that focus of equal representation of women in television? And why did it take so long for the Me Too movement to happen on television? Both of you also have characters in your shows, from Amy Sedaris at Home, strong female lead, to I'm Sorry, Brad, Schitt's Creek, to Wendy Williams, to all types of stuff. Why is it taking so long?
You probably know.
I think it's a big question. It's something that there's been a lot of ink on over the last 18 months.
And we've obviously seen the opportunity as well in that, and have wanted to be a part. I wish we had such a cool name as Galaxy of Women. We haven't quite coined it, but Florida Girls, which is a new show we have coming, is an entire female lead cast. There's not a male in the lead. Entire female lead cast, created by women, directed by women, entirely female produced and created. Our new show, Flack, completely female lead cast. There's not a male in the lead cast. And Click, a co-production of ours with the BBC, entire female lead cast, female writer, female creator. And then a show that Netflix just stole from us, a show called Kiss and Cry, female writer, female star, female everything. So we've been kind of seeing the importance in wanting to do that as well in all of our projects. And Ride or Die, which was piloting in Vancouver as we speak, completely female lead cast. So we've kind of seen that as, we want to be part of that movement as well, and it's really, really important to us. Why it's taken so long, I don't know.
I think the reason why it's taken so long is because it's been a male-dominated business, right? It requires advocacy to move people from the junior ranks to the senior ranks, right? It's like with any kind of diversity initiative. It's too easy to say, oh, there's nobody to hire, or nobody's coming in the door. I'm only seeing X type of person. Then if you recognize the value of diversity, whether it be gender or racial or any other kind of diversity, then you have to go outside of the normal boundaries. You have to seek it out and you have to support it. I came up at Nickelodeon, which was led primarily by female executives, right? Because Nickelodeon was sort of started, it was a lot of former teachers and women executives in the early days when it was still very, very small. And then as it grew to be, the huge network that it is today, those women rose up with it. So it was totally normal for me to see women as executive vice presidents and SVPs. I'm not threatened by that. I think it's not a coincidence that 5 of my 6 direct reports at True TV are women. My whole senior team are women. Not because I went out and said, I am only going to hire women. It's just because they happen to be the best ones for the job, and because my experience had been that was not unusual. I think if you go to many other networks where it's been predominantly male for generations, then there's a different attitude. But I think somebody has to become an advocate and go outside of the norm and really look at things sort of blindly, right? And say, who's the best person for the job? And sometimes you have to say, I'm intentionally going to shift the balance here, right? But you've got to get people into senior roles so that senior people can nurture younger people and up the ranks. It's like just by hiring female assistants or people of color in junior positions, it's not enough. You've got to find a way to get everyone up the ladder.
And I think listening to our audience too, we want to look like our audience and put people out on screen that reflect them. Again, in front of the screen and behind the screen.
It's good business.
It's good business. I think Doctor Who, frankly, is like the best case study for what representation can mean and how, if you build it, they will come. Audiences are hungry for this kind of content.
And